What's up, everybody? This is Presto,
CorporalNosaj.
and you are listening to episode 116 of the Nintendads podcast, the 6-year anniversary episode. 6 years. 6 years of the Nintendads.
What just happened?
And Corporal is still figuring out his audio settings. Did I yell? Did it crash the stream?
No. I have a question.
Shoot. We're at the side quest already?
When it records, does it automatically record the horizontal or the vertical?
I don't know. But
Because for some reason, Facebook had the Legends of Lo-Fi on the vertical window cap, whereas Twitch did not.
Huh. Also, it says 115 on our on Facebook.
I just changed the file. You've got to be kidding me, people.
Anyway, are we recording? Are we recording now?
Yeah.
Here we are. Episode 116. 6-year anniversary. Yeah, this is it's 6 years and then some, because it's like 2 weeks, 2 and change after our actual 6-year anniversary. But you know what? Life finds a way of getting in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
And Corporal ran a half marathon, right? Or no, a 10K? I don't know. Is it a half marathon, a 10K?
I did a 10K, not a half marathon.
How much is a half marathon?
Also
10K, right?
No, it's 10 miles.
Oh. Metric system is better.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
And not just because it's shorter. This is now what I see.
I can't believe that
there we go.
File didn't save.
I can. Anyway, we've been busy. It's been a busy year. It has been a busy ass year. And we're going to talk about it, as we usually do with our anniversary episodes. We are going to talk about our favorite games, our least favorite games, all the games that came out this year, because a lot of games came out this year. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like more than normal. So we're going to talk about it. And then, of course, we're going to talk about our game of the year, which I'm very curious, because I think most years we have the same game of the year, or it's very close, but this year I feel like it's not. We're not going to align on most of the games that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's giddy up. Before we begin our adventure of self-reflection, what are you drinking?
I have
to ring in this 6-year
Holly IPA.
Somebody
showed up at my house.
The beer fairy paid you a little visit.
It did.
And left them in your fridge. I found a single mixed variety pack at my local liquor store, and it is Founder's Mortal Bloom. And it's this black can with this almost like tattoo style graphics. Yeah. And it's a mixed pack, and it's 4 different kinds, which if you stick around long enough, because we are going to stream Battlefield after this episode, you'll probably see each of these going into my face. But yeah, this is the Tropical Fate, starting it light and fruity. Shout out to Fate if he's in the chat yet. I'm sure he will be at some point. But yeah, these cans are beautiful, and I'm sipping it out of the monster mug. Which I don't think I've called it the monster mug before, but that's what it is.
It's a huge ass mug.
Oh my shit.
Actually,
that is so good.
Hold on.
I fully endorse this beer. If you like fruity beer, the Founder's Mortal Bloom Tropical Fate is ludicrous. I have never had this beer before. This is not sponsored in any way. But this Founder's beer, whew, it's delicious. Oh, and Corporal's now. If you're listening to this episode and not watching it, this is probably one you should watch because Corporal is about to drink out of a dice tower, I think.
I
Nice.
have a mug. It's a monster mug.
That is also a monster mug. Yes. Cheers to 6 years.
6 years with the Nintendo.
Hell yeah. So here's the more important question. What have you been playing?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this whole episode is going to be like an entire hour of what we've been playing, but instead of like the last week, it's going to be the last year. But what have you been playing recently?
So, to answer that question, I'm
Uh-oh.
actually going to open up my Xbox app.
Boo. I don't like that. That's where you go for your records.
Sure, I hate.
I am. It's true.
So I have been playing in order: Battlefield 6, Fortnite, The Simpsons, Dead Static Drive, which is an indie game, and you get to play as one of 7 characters. Character has different stats, and you're on a drive back home to find your parents who might have been dead, and your drive takes you like through Route 66 but also through hell, and you have to like overcome the challenges of your sadness, depression, and death.
Why do all indie games have to go there?
I don't know.
Every time, every indie game has an undercurrent of emotional trauma. It's not indie unless there's emotional trauma. Continue. That sounds like a badass game.
It is. World of Warships Legends. It's basically the world of tanks, but battleships.
Yeah, I have a buddy who loves that game.
I don't judge me for this.
There's so many on this list.
Supermarket Simulator, Minecraft, No Man's Sky, and last but not least, Tunic, which is the fox. Very
Oh
much like
yeah,
Zelda,
the
but not.
Zelda. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh fun. Oh
So,
fun.
to the
That's a
party.
lot. That's a lot of games.
I've had some free time.
Right? I have been. Hey, there's Huxley Cat. Huxley Cat, you want to say hi for 6 years? Huxley Cat. Cat. Hey, Huxley Cat. I miss when he used to be the stream starting. He used to be a close shot on him.
I didn't
I
mean
have
to
been
roll a
playing.
d20, but I just rolled a 14. That helps you.
I mean, if I was playing Final Fantasy 14, that would be appropriate. I have been on a steady rotation of Absolem, Battlefield 6, Ball Pit, Monster Hunter Wilds,
Okay.
and a little bit of Out and About with the family,
Yeah.
which is that amazing game about foraging. There is going to be a full review at one point, but we have a themed episode that we're saving it for.
Yeah.
I would gush about all of these games, but I'm going to spend the rest of the episode doing that. So
Okay.
we'll just jump right into it. So these are not. We're going to go over all the games in the last year that we were on our radar. I'll say, and there's probably some that I've missed, but I think all of them are here.
Okay.
There might be some that have been on your radar, but these are only games that have come out since we did our 5th year anniversary episode. So it's not necessarily calendar year 2025. It's from last October to now. And the first one, which is the first release of the year, because it started as a chronological list and then it didn't end that way, um, is Pokemon TCG Pocket came out about 1 year ago, October 30th. And this is the lighter, faster, simpler version of the Pokemon card game as a mobile game. And I mean, I played the hell out of this game. This is probably the most fun that I've had with a mobile game since Marvel Snap.
Oh, okay.
Did you I don't you did you play this much? TCG Pocket? Pokemon?
I played enough.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a
I
decent
played
game.
it. That was the first, like I said, that was I think the only mobile game that I've played outside of like Tetris when I'm on a plane or something. Um and it was good. I mean, I feel like maybe I liked Marvel Snap a little more because we were going to get into like competitive Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
We were going to get into Marvel Snap tournaments. I would never with TCG Pocket. I can't keep up with the releases. Um, Next on the list, and again, these are not now. The order doesn't matter. We're in no particular order.
Okay.
Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2. What? How are you going to shrug? Okay, you lead this one. What's Path of Exile 2 to you in your heart?
Uh I I've played the original Path of Exile. Um it's
Did you not play Path of Exile 2?
oh, because I played the original Path of Exile.
Oh, the listen, I played the original Path of Exile and I did not like it at all.
Top down like games like that, I'm not a of unless it's like StarCraft and Command.
What about Diablo?
Diablo's okay.
Oh, well, I mean, we all kind of feel that way now, but
Yeah.
yeah, Path of Exile 2 was I didn't I enjoyed it. I liked it, and I think part of that is Diablo 4 came out last not this past summer, but the summer before. And
Okay.
Diablo 4, I loved it when it came out. It had its faults, and then as always, as Blizzard does, it kind of decays over time and they make some questionable choices. But I love Diablo 4. And Path of Exile 2 was like a cleaner, leaner version of Diablo 4. It was a little faster. It fixed, I think, a lot of the problems that people had with Diablo 4.
Okay, yeah.
Um, it got a little too, I don't know if it was grindy, but I just hit this section where I would have to play for like 40 minutes. And if I played for 25 minutes and then I had to stop or something, it would like reset the progress on that stage. So I didn't even get through the Paths of Exile 2 campaign, which is a shame because I did really enjoy it. I just got to a point in the game where it was like it felt like work progressing because I was just in the same area a whole bunch. And
Okay.
I just kind of got sick of it. And then a whole bunch of other games came out because that's pretty much the story of this year is a whole bunch of really good games came out and they've all been competing for my attention all year.
Yes. That has been on problem.
This next one is Windblown.
Indeblown was a baby of
Windblown, I loved Windblown. Windblown from the same devs as Dead Cells. So classic developer, really good job on supporting Dead Cells over the years. Windblown is really, really good, and I have not played enough of the updates as they have come out. Um, yeah, it's a wonderful game. Every time I boot it back up, I'm very excited and delighted by all the things that are in Windblown. Corporal, why do you look like you're plotting something?
I am. Wait till you
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. These notes have doubled in the last 10 minutes. Um yeah, Windblown was really good. I really enjoyed Windblown. I'm looking forward to getting back into it when it comes out of early access cuz it's still technically in early access, which
Yeah.
is crazy. That's crazy to me. Um this one I don't think we've ever really talked about this next game since
Not publicly.
it's no. So, Hyper Light Breaker.
Yeah.
Hyper Light Breaker was one of my most anticipated games of this year.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that on the 5-year anniversary episode.
Probably.
Um, because it was supposed to be the first open world roguelike. And the combat looked really good. And it came out to very, very, very mixed reviews. And I hesitated. I saw some of the gameplay right before early access released, and I was like, "Hyper Libra," and I paused and I said, "I'm gonna see what the reviews. I'm gonna see how people like it, and if it's good, I'm gonna get it because I'm super excited about this game." Came out, combat felt a little wonky. The difficulty was like all over the place. So I waited because if I'm if I'm eating a delicious meal, the food metaphors are going to make a comeback in year 6. Uh Not that they ever went anywhere. But if I'm going to enjoy a delicious meal, I'm not going to I'm not going to taste it while it's being cooked because I cared that much about this game. I was that excited. I was like, if it doesn't feel right, I don't want it to spoil my first impressions. I'm going to wait. And I waited and I waited and the reviews continued to kind of wobble. And then the news came out that they're shuttering it. It's
Yep.
not I think they're going to do one more little drop of content, but it's never coming out of early access. Which is
Yeah.
crazy because that's only happened one other time, and that was that half-baked Magic the Gathering action RPG.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, huge, huge fumble.
This next game though wasn't the all.
How did I
Mon-
put these 2 next to each other? That was a mistake.
Monster Hunter Wilds probably next to Fresh Air.
It was way above Fresh Air for me. Absolutely. Monster Hunter Wilds. What is there to be said that I haven't said like 10
Yeah.
times in 5 different episodes already?
I mean, we're Capcom creator fan people because we love ourselves some Capcom game. Uh
Yes, I am a
but
certified Monster Hunter fanatic.
yeah.
Uh, this is, and maybe I'm getting into. You know what? I'm not gonna answer this right now because I have a side quest for later. Whoops. Um, but yes, Monster Hunter Wilds. I want you know what? People are tired. Maybe they're not tired, but I want to hear your thoughts on Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay. I think Monster Hunter series as a whole has a very specific fan base. And I think, given that I am somebody who has played at least 2 other games within the series, I think they did an excellent job. I think they made a lot of improvements. They brought back a lot of things that connected it to prior installments. I think excellent. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that I think knocked out what their goal was out of the park. The
Yes,
handling
I
was good. The
agree.
graphics are amazing. The addition weapons and monsters are phenomenal. I think they did.
I think Wilds. Everybody thought Wilds was going to be World 2 because it's the World team. And they said this is kind of a sequel to World. This is like the next stage of World. Um, but to me, now that I've played both, I can't consider Wilds a sequel to World because World has a very specific flavor to it and a very specific feel for the gameplay, to me at least.
Okay.
And I think Wilds is closer to that flavor and gameplay feel. I think it's closer to World in those aspects than any other game with any other Monster Hunter game. I think they're the most similar. It's easy to put them next to each other and say, look, they're twins. But
Okay.
Monster Hunter Wilds to me has its combat is somewhere between World and Rise, and specifically Sunbreak. Um, I think the it's weightier combat, but it's much faster than World. You could do crazy shit. You could do some crazy ungrounded stuff that skews more towards Wild than World's combat. Um,
Okay.
the one caveat is PC performance. That is that is the one you cannot talk about Wilds without mentioning that because you know what? I think Wilds on Steam still has mixed, if not overall negative rating on Steam because of the PC performance. And that's pretty much that's the main criticism anybody has with the game. That's the only thing negative, or the vast overwhelming majority of what any negative reviews on Steam say are like PC optimization is out the window. I've had issues, although I will say it runs absolutely fine on my PC when I'm not streaming it and when I'm not running OBS and Streamlabs and
Yeah.
TikTok Studio. So most of my issues, not all of them, but most of them have been because I've tried to do it with other software running. But it's and they've said the major overhaul for PC optimization is coming in December. And
So
that's title
far,
update 4.
yeah.
That's the fourth title update. It needed to, and I mean they've picked at it, but yeah. Um but I mean that's literally my only complaint. It feels like an MMO in the right ways instead of the wrong ways. I love the festivals. I love coming into full lobbies and seeing tons of other players like moving around.
Yep.
The combat, I mean, it's it's my game of the year, I have to say.
Okay.
I mean, that's and I'm not I usually wait till the end to say it, but nobody is surprised. Nobody is surprised. I do have more to say about game of the year, but we'll get to that. I'll leave that to the end. Um, you know what? Let's go out of order here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this one next. We had a little Gundam game come out, not an actual Gundam game, but pretty much. Mecha Break. Mecha Break. We played the betas in this. It was a lot of fun, and it released, and I played it and had fun. I think this might be one where you played almost the same amount as me.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you like about it and what made you stop playing it?
Um, I think the reason I stopped playing it was because the sweaties got involved. That I think that there was some lag issue that became balancing of combat on. I enjoyed the game though. Visually, it was good. I liked the different options. Um, when you had a good balance of teams who are playing their role right, specific character, uh, or Gundam or whatever you want to call them, I think did a pretty good job about helping. I thought that it was a well planned out game. I just don't think right balances, right moment.
I agree with that. I agree. I think that because the gameplay was really good, but with that type of game, progression is really important
Yeah,
to make it not feel like a hero shooter in Gundam cosplay.
yeah,
And there was a progression system, and I hated it. It was so confusing and convoluted, and there was like loot boxes, and it just killed it for me because I thrive off of progression. If you give me a level system and the only thing I get in my level system is a new color, I mean, as long as the colors look good. I mean, for this, it did need to be a little bit more with parts and performance and gameplay stuff. But yeah, the progression system really was the nail in the coffin for me.
yeah. Okay.
We had another little robot come out called the Switch 2 this year. And you still do not have one.
I don't. If you scroll
We
down to the end of the episode show notes, but
oh,
um, yeah, I don't.
yeah. So and we have at least I think we have 2 episodes where we basically have the same conversation at length if we're getting one or we're not getting one and why.
Yeah.
I ended up getting one, kind of spur of the moment. Um, and I have to say it's been okay. It's
Just
been
okay.
just okay.
See, that validates the reasons why I didn't get it.
See, it's nice. It's a nice thing that games that should have been properly performing on the Switch now perform on the Switch too. Prime example, Risk of Rain 2, because that was the one game that like it chugged at certain parts, runs like butter on the Switch too. Um,
Okay. I'll be honest
but
with you. The
Pokemon Violet,
parts, the parts where Risk of Rain 2 chugged, to me, just kind of felt like it was a part of because of the art style. So like
yes,
I
yeah,
accepted
sure.
I accepted this.
I will say, actually, the most dramatic difference is Pokemon Violet. Pokemon Violet, I almost started playing Pokemon Violet again.
Really?
Because yeah, if there wasn't a million other great games out, I might pick Pokemon Violet back up just because it runs on the Switch 2 like it should have run on the Switch 1. And
Really? It was that much of
it's
an improvement.
it's a huge difference. It's an astronomical difference. They're not
Okay.
even like the same game.
So
It's wild.
I'll be honest with you, Pokemon Violet's a great game. Sword Scarlet is the one
Yeah,
that I
Scarlet
got.
Violet.
I got Scarlet. Pokemon Violet's Scarlet and Violet's a great game. I'm still a bigger fan of Sword and Shield.
I think I am too. I think Scarlet and Violet is the first proper open world game, and I think that's great. I think that's a huge like achievement and appealing gameplay format for me. And it was cool, but I think they got a little carried away with that aspect, and
Yeah,
it felt like a Pokemon game that was just watered down by like 20% or
yeah,
30% or 70%. And to where everything was just kind of like it's open world and there's little pieces of charm, but Sword and Shield in retrospect, it was I mean, I don't really enjoy the pacing of Pokemon games, specifically the hand-holding in the beginning,
Yeah.
but Sword and Shield felt like a cohesive experience.
Yep. I'll be honest
Like
with you, I never was a fan of recent Pokemon games' use of what is the gimmick. You have the Pokemon, you catch the Pokemon, then once you catch them, you got to do something with them. There's a gimmick. Oh, this one makes them large, gigantic Pokemon. This one makes them crystals, crystallized. Like, I'm not a
yeah.
huge fan of the gimmick, but I will say, Sword and Shield, I was not ready to have the world's 5-story Pikachu come out and go Pika.
Yeah.
I
Chonky Boy's
laughed.
back.
I laughed so hard. So I wasn't a big fan of the gimmick in Scarlet and Violet, and I wasn't a big fan of the watered downness of the game, and some of like the pacing because you have to like
The
visit.
beginning,
Yeah,
oh, the first, like, hour and a half of Violet are torture.
if you are the type of person who likes to grind, like the classroom stuff, the educational stuff, and the
Yeah, there's a
side,
lot. There's
there's a
so much.
lot to do, and I enjoyed it. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. It just it
Yeah. See, I liked Violet's gimmick better than Gigantamaxing in Sword and Shield.
really,
Because Gigantamaxing, I liked it. I liked Gigantamaxing because there was a strategic element of when you decided to do it.
yeah,
If you did it with your opponent, if you waited, if you did it first,
yep,
that was cool. In Violet and Scarlet, terrestrialization has implications because of typing, and I think that makes it more interesting
okay,
because you could get a Charizard that has an electric terrestrialization. So if they send out a water type against your fire type, you can terrestrialize and have the counter to the water type.
yeah,
And if you're the water type trainer, you know that they're going to terrestrialize into a type that's strong against water. So then your terrestrialization type should be a counter to their counter.
yep.
But there's more than one counter. So you kind of had to think about, okay, what are they going to use? So if you think about it from like a strategy,
There's
like
more
it
depth to
gave the
it.
game some layers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And I like the raids because if you saw
yeah.
a Pokemon that you liked with a specific terrestrialization type, it was like, oh, hot damn, I got to get that. So yeah, but Switch 2, that's what we were talking about. Violet didn't come out this year. Mario Kart World is amazing, but I'll tell you what. You know why people play Mario Kart? Because they're damn friends.
Yeah,
And guess who has Mario Kart beside me? Nobody.
nobody.
Not you. Nobody
Nope.
even has a Switch 2 in our group that we would play Mario Kart with.
Yep.
I'm the only one. So it's mechanically good, but because it's sort of
They
has an inherent value based on it's a social game.
I think that the the console sold more in the first 6 months than PlayStation or Switch 1 did in their individuals. So don't get me wrong, the Switch 2 outperformed
Oh,
console
it's going
sales
crazy. It's wildly
phenomenally.
successful.
I just don't think that the game sales are going to sustain it until the market either comes up or the dollar value of the console comes down. And I I I don't know.
I think you are going to see an unprecedented increase in people who have the Switch 2 this holiday season. I think if you have
Okay.
children that are on the Nintendo track
Yeah.
and maybe you've been waiting to get them a Switch and you could have gotten it last year but you know the Switch 2 is coming so you waited, or if you had the Switch 1 early on and you wanna continue that Nintendo ecosystem, I think there's gonna be a ton of Switch 2 people. But I agree, they need the games to back it up. They just put out the new Pokemon game to mixed reviews, but I think generally, if you like Pokemon, you'll like um, what is it, Legend ZA. It's not quite a mainline game. If we want to talk about Pokemon leaks, that's a different story. Which I don't think this is. I do want to talk about them, but I don't. This isn't the
Isn't
place.
the platform.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think, is up for Game of the Year. Not personally for me. I liked it, but it's not. There's like 6 other games way ahead of it. Um, yeah, Switch 2. We'll see what we have to say about it next year.
Yeah, that'll be
Um,
that'll be a moment.
I'm gonna let you talk. I feel like I'm talking too much.
I
Do you want to? You didn't play Hades 2.
No, so the things that I played, I made sure I starred. So
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha.
I
Well, we both played this one.
oh God, we did both play that one. I forgot.
Expedition 33.
Do we have any
Now,
opinions about this? Do
we should be
you have?
careful. We should be careful what we say about Expedition 33 because it's very likely going to win Game of the Year, and it is some people's like all-time favorite game.
Can I tell you? I
Tell
will
me.
question how it got Game of the Year.
Oh no.
I will question
Corporal
how it even is
Corporal no.
feasible to be in the same realm as some other games. I
We're gonna end up on Reddit. Somebody is gonna clip this out of context and put it on Reddit, and we are gonna get cans of beans thrown at us from the internet.
Expedition 33 feels like a soulless, dark
No, you
fantasy.
can't say that. You
Why
can't say
can't I?
soulless because that's I don't think that's true. I think I think the gameplay was oversold for me personally. It's the
For
gameplay.
being
But
too
it,
kind.
because it's a beautiful game. The music, the presentation,
Oh
the
yeah.
story, but you know what? The music, the presentation, and the story, as lovely and as cinematic as they are, you know what? They all have in common? Not gameplay.
I can't.
The gameplay. And for some people, the quick react, parry or dodge, it added that extra layer that made turn-based interesting. For me, it just was frustrating.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I did not. I hated the combat. I think if this was more in a open world combat, like Legend of Zelda open world combat, like
Oh,
I would
like
have been,
action RPG style.
yeah, I would have been all in for it.
So if it
Combat
was a
killed it.
different game, you would have really loved it.
Yeah,
If it took its whole concept and just said no, it would have
just
been
throwing it out.
game of the year.
I liked the palette, but everything else can go.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has a shot. I think it's the probably most people's pick for game of the year. I do think they deserve it because this is an
Nope.
indie game. You're gonna tell me with a straight face that you're opposed to an indie game running circles around Nintendo when they just launched their 10-year console that people have been waiting for a decade for. Nintendo launches that and it's not even comparable to an indie game.
You know
Because
what?
Donkey Kong Bonanza should be nominated, but it will not win.
I don't know what the sales are to have a valid argument, but I can tell you that I thought Split Fiction was a better game than Expedition. I know for a fact that Silk Song is a better game than Expedition 33. And I would venture to guess that Death Standing 2 was a better game than Expedition. So that's where my vote would go. I've said
I
it,
do not.
internet.
I do not. My name is Presto, and I do not endorse this message. Okay, let's just Let me remind our viewers at home that we are two people, separate and distinct.
With unique individual opinions and personalities, and
Yes,
I have said mine.
that is a spicy take. That is a spicy hot take, but I love it. It's great. Expedition 33 has sold over 5 million copies.
Okay, where is
Uh,
Silk Song 80s 2?
Split Fiction 4 million. So
Okay,
yeah,
pretty
Silk
close.
Song. Silk Song's gonna be stupid.
I can't imagine.
Oh, pff. Silk Song came out 2 months ago. 6 million.
Okay,
So I would say you're not a not. You
right?
said it in a really aggressive way, but you're not
But I've
wrong.
got numbers to back it up.
Where's the meme? He's out of line, but he's right.
Yep.
Moving right along. Um Absolum.
Go ahead.
Absolum. Oh man, I love this game. So Absolum is a roguelike beat 'em up from the same development team that did Streets of Rage 4, which is
Yep.
one of my favorite games on the Switch. Absolum
How
is
how connected is Absolum to um where's my Ravens
to
Watch?
my no, 0.
Zero connection.
0. Aside from the fact that they're both roguelike.
Okay. Okay. Because Absolum drew me in because of its art style and because of its like thematicness that was very much like Raven's Watch. But I stayed, I think, because of the combat and roguelike element and the level progression.
In Raven's Watch or Absolum?
Absolum.
Okay. Um, yeah, Absolum.
Raven's
I
Watch
mean,
is
you're
too
right.
closer to Risk of Rain, where Absolum is more closer to True Rogue.
Absolum is. I mean, it's Streets of Rage combat. It's a beat 'em up
Yep.
combat. That's the combat style. But like way more. I think way more complex and
Okay.
interesting. I
Yep.
would say they're definitely I will okay, so not 0 between Raven's Watch and Absolem because they both share like a dark fantasy, but where Raven's Watch leans on like The Little Mermaid, like, Little Red Riding Hood, the Pied Piper with the rats, like it exists in like sort of like a multiverse of different things.
Yeah.
Absolem is its own
Separate story
dark
world.
fantasy original story, and I will say that this story is really good.
Yeah.
It it does a lot of world building. The world feels very
Lived in.
lived in. Um I'm gonna go back and edit that and like put when I go like this, I'm gonna like put subtitles.
Lived in.
Um yeah, Absolem is really good. Uh you need to get it so that we can play through it together
Okay.
because it's
It's
it's it's really good. It's two-player co-op.
it is good.
It's not 4. It's not like Streets of Rage where you add 2 or 3 people and it just like gets out of control. There's like a very defined
It
balance
cross
of one.
platform play,
It is.
so I can get it on the Xbox and I
Yes, it is on the Switch 1, but I would get it on the Xbox. It runs great on Switch too. I mean, no performance complaints. Um,
Absolum devs say that they skipped Xbox.
did they?
Devs are skipping or delaying Xbox cost benefit.
Really?
Not on the X.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Switch 2, Steam, and PlayStation 5. That's weird. Are we seeing a trend of things to come where things are coming out on the Switch too, but not on the Xbox?
That's strange.
Right?
Is it available on Switch?
Yeah, I play it on Switch.
No, you play it on Switch.
Oh,
Available on Switch.
I'm almost positive.
That would be accurate.
Absolum Switch 1 and 2 review and performance. Switch up. Yeah.
Okay. So if it's on the Switch, then maybe I'll get it for the Switch.
It's amazing.
This way I
It's
can
so
play
it's
it
so so good.
downstairs and
Yeah. I mean, I wanted it because we had the option to get it on PC. We
Mm,
were generously provided a copy. Thank you. Emu. We love you. Um, yeah, we were provided a copy, and I could either get it on the Switch 2, or Steam, and I opted to get it on the Switch just because it's such a. I mean, Streets of Rage 4 has been so awesome that you could just take it with you anywhere and play it anywhere.
yeah.
Um, I would say with certain games, there are certain games like I wouldn't play Risk of Rain 2 in handheld mode ever. I would play Mario Wonder. I would play Absolum, Streets of Rage, but in handheld mode specifically. Anyway, I'm favoring my children here. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one you want to put next?
Yep.
Another absolutely staggeringly good game that is $15, by the way. It's $15.
A good
Is
price.
Ball Pit. Ball X Pit. This game staggers me with how good it is for what it is. It's like a brick breaker meets Galaga, but of course it's a roguelike. Of course it is. Um
Because Presto likes it.
it's just really well made.
Can
It's
I tell you
Devolver
something that I
Digital.
haven't told you yet?
You got Ball Pit, you tried the demo, you
No,
still didn't try the
I still
demo.
didn't try the demo, but I was in Epic Universe with some friends of mine, and we are waiting for somebody to come out of the bathroom from our party, and I was standing outside having a casual conversation, and this game came up, and a complete stranger walking past our conversation stopped and turned and was like, Ball X Pit, that's a great game. You guys got good taste, and then kept walking.
What?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty interesting. I wanted to tell you, and I keep forgetting to bring it up, so that was my moment.
This was the perfect opportunity to bring it up. I'm so glad that you saved it for this. Um, does that now? Do you believe me?
For
Now will you download?
$15 and having the conversation with my friends about the game, yeah, I think I should get it.
I mean, play the demo. Play
Well,
the demo. I think you're gonna like it. You know why? Also, I think you're gonna like it. It is the type of game that you can really play in the background. You could easily play this game, and I don't
it's on the
think you should play
Switch,
this game.
PlayStation, Mac, Microsoft, and Xboxes.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's not on Xbox, that's
Is there multiplayer?
no,
No. Okay, that's fine.
no. There's no multi.
But I'd
Um,
get it on the Xbox.
yeah, it's really good. It's really good. But I think you should get Absolum first so we can play it. You know, just saying, get Absolum while you're playing Absolum. You can have
Download Ball
the
X Pit.
demo. Yeah, the demo. I'm gonna let you talk about this next one because this is the one that this is like, as much as I like dove into Monster Hunter Wilds when it came out, I think that was you with this game.
No Man's Sky has always been a a secret love of mine, but I've never really given it a chance to dig deep into it because there is so much like that you have to learn about the game for a new player. Its its
Yes.
entry, its gate to entry is kind of high. Not because
Even
of
if you
like
go back to it, I have
yeah,
to spend an hour at least relearning how to play the game every time I get back into it.
yeah. So I have now that I know how to play the game, I force myself to jump back in even for like 10 or 15 minutes just so I can be like, "Oh yeah, okay." Because the moment something fresh comes out, I want to be able to play it.
Yeah.
But the Voyager update was, and this boggles my mind. I now have a massive Star Cruiser because of the Voyager update, but I don't have my own personalized.
What do you mean by
The
that?
small little ships, not the big
Yes.
Star Cruisers, the small little
Yeah.
ships.
So you want the ability to make a customized small little ship.
Yeah, before I can build the big Star Cruiser.
That is in the game.
It
You can, and not to the degree of customization as the cruisers. What are they called? Why I'm totally blanking out
I neither
on.
have I. I can't remember what they are, but
um
it's
but no, there is a way to build your own small ship, but it's like you get parts and then you put the parts together and it becomes a certain like type of ship. It's like not like you can control the angle of the wings or anything
yeah.
like that.
No, and I've came across the in the hub where you can go up to the builder, pick the parts and it'll be like, okay, this is the
Yeah.
shit. I've seen it, but the cost to get those parts in game is astronomically amount of grind. And
And you see, that's why they want you to play the expeditions when they come out, because if you would have played through that expedition, you would have gotten all of it for free, or as a
uh
reward, or as a the same thing. If you have to build one of the cruiser ships
mhm.
from scratch, because I think there was like a 2-week period between when the update came out and when the voyage, or when the expedition came out.
Oh,
And
okay.
in those 2 weeks, I got to a certain point in building my cruiser. I had found a way to farm a rare ingredient for money. I was pretty efficient at
Yep.
getting money and then spending it on the battle cruiser parts. In the expedition, I reached the same point within a week,
Yeah.
where
I believe
now
that.
the one on the expedition was so much better than the one that I had spent double the amount of time on.
Yeah. So
So
if
I
you don't
think
know, there was a Voyager update for No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a spaceship faring traveling. No Man's Sky to date is the largest map and traveling game that is known to man. In fact, the map size of No Man's Sky is bigger than all of the GTAs, all of the Witchers,
that's
all of the
crazy.
Halos, all of the Skyrims combined. No Man's Sky is still bigger by like threefold. No Man's
And
Sky is the largest map scaling universe ever.
it's amazing, but
Raid by Twas by Design. Welcome
yo,
in.
Twas! Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, I
A
missed that
party of
notification.
74. Welcome in.
Woo!
6 years. Yeah, Twas.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Twas.
So No Man's
Hey,
Sky,
what's up?
the No Man's Sky update brought the ability to build a giant starship and customize that starship. So that update really drew me back into. It was a phenomenal update. It revamped way that energized, created the space, which I thought was phenomenal.
What's crazy to me is No Man's Sky came out 9 years ago.
And they have done every amount of
It's
crawling to get back
crazy.
to, because their initial release was worse than the Cyberpunk
Yeah.
release, and they
Yes.
have redeemed themselves so much.
Yeah, No Man's Sky. I mean, I feel like the No Man's Sky Voyager update was like a re-release of the game in my mind. And that re-release of the game has like game of the year like level of polish and quality and amount of content,
Fate
I think.
Maker has joined us. Welcome in, Fate Maker.
I think it's for sure going to get like DLC of the year
Yeah,
at like the game. Well, I don't think that's a
I
category
don't. It
actually
might
at the
not be
Game
a category,
Awards.
but it should be.
It ought to be. Um Yes. By the way, Raiders, if you're just joining us, we are the Nintendads. We're a podcast for adult gamers, Nintendo loving parents, monster hunters,
And Zelda fans and other things.
of course, just not Xbox.
I'm CorporalNosaj.
And I'm Presto. And this is our 6th year episode. We're just talking about all the
Woo!
crazy amount of games. You know what? I'll say this now because this is the point I want to make. I can't think of a year in recent times that so many games that I wanted to play came out in the same year.
Okay.
The closest would have been not this past summer, but last summer when like Streets of not Streets of Rage. We've been talking about that so much. Street Fighter, Diablo, and there was something else. There was something else that was coming out right around the same time. um like earlier in the year, but it was crazy. It was so many games coming out at once, and I feel like this year has been that for the entire year. At any given point, I'm just like I could play 2 or 3 different games that have just come out that I love. Which this next game is for sure one of those games, Hades 2.
Yeah.
Now you have not played
I
any
have
Hades
not
2,
played Hades
correct?
2. I've played Hades, but not Hades 2.
I think Hades 2 I think I prefer Hades 2 to Hades 1.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I think I still prefer the storytelling and the overall narrative of Hades 1 because it's like a very simple thing is, son of the king of the underworld trying to escape out of hell and reach the surface. And then
Okay.
all the interactions that happen along that way. Hades 2 story is great. It's also really good, but it's I enjoyed Hades 1 more. Just
Okay.
I felt like it was the right amount and the right pacing and everything. However, Hades 2 gameplay and combat is superior to me.
I haven't played
Yes.
it, so I have nothing to judge it off of, but I believe
It
you.
so in Hades 1 you have that red crystal you can throw out
Yeah.
as like your cast. In this, you get to form a hex circle, and anything in that circle stops moving and is rooted in place for a few seconds.
Okay.
But you can get power ups that will say all the people caught in your hex take critical damage, or are now on fire, or get weakened, or do damage over time, or whatever. In addition to the normal complexities of the weapons. So you're definitely more fragile, but you kind of do more damage and are way more mobile with being able to freeze enemies in place. So, Hades 2, I think a serious contender for game of the year in general, but also very high up in spot number 2 or 3 for my personal game of the year.
That's pretty high.
Very solid, yes.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Split Fiction?
Split Fiction. So you haven't had an opportunity to play Split Fiction, but I've had an
No.
opportunity to play Fiction twice, so I got you covered.
Oh,
So
did you play it with two different people?
two different people, and I played both characters.
Oh,
So
very
it's Split
nice.
Fiction is two different characters. It's designed to be a couch co-op, just like its predecessors, Two of Us, or
It Takes
It
Two.
Takes Two. That's what it was.
Is it the same developers?
It is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and It Takes Two developers, if I'm not mistaken, also made another game. Yeah, A Way Out. So A Way Out
Yes.
was two men who were trapped in prison, and they had to escape from prison, and they had to work together to get out of prison. And there was a story around each
It
character.
was it
And
was it was the couch co-op middle child of
yes,
these developers.
and then It Takes Two was a husband and a wife who were going through a bad marriage and were about to go into a divorce. They had to work their way together to get out of going through a divorce to come back together.
Okay.
And in this one, there are two authors who were brought to a game developer company who they thought were going to have an opportunity to have a book deal. But come to find out, the guy wanted to shove them into an augmented reality world and steal their ideas.
Oh.
And they had to work together to get out. And what was unique about this one was that each individual player had their own genre. Like one was fantasy and one was sci-fi. And every single level you played was pulled from aspects of their genre. So you were like
Oh.
dragons here and space aliens there and sword fighting here and lizards over here. Like it was all over the place.
Interesting.
And each person, you and I, so for me it was me and Lady Sage or me and Little Red, and each of us got to play different characters and play different aspects, and each person had different abilities. So like I could play one character one way, and the other character had to be played completely differently than I was playing at the same time. So that's why I wanted to play the game twice. I wanted to
Did you
have
have a
both experiences.
preference?
I didn't. Each of them, based on different levels they went into, their abilities would and their stats would change
Oh,
based off of the theme of the story that they then fell into. So it was very interesting. Never was static. So it was very evolving, and the story was pretty cool. Um,
I might pick that up
it's
at some
a
point.
great co-op game, and if I'm not mistaken, with almost all of Hazelight's games, if I own the game, you can download the companion version of the game free. And as long as
Really?
you're joining me, then you get to play the game with me as a companion.
Does that have crossplay?
I think so.
We need to try that
Uh,
because that was one of the major third party launch titles for Switch 2 was Split Fiction.
yeah.
Oh, we
Yes,
definitely need to
Hazelight
check that out.
Studios' newest game, Split Fiction, has crossplay, allowing players from different platforms like PC and Xbox to play together. Features integrated with Friends Pass system enables a person who full version of the game to invite a friend from another platform to play free.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
it would be a good game for you and I to co-stream.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if playing it online. No, I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say if there's any lag implications with
I
that.
I doubt there will.
Okay. Yeah, let's give it a go.
I wouldn't mind. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. Um Visions of Mana. We'll get through the rest of these. We have a
Okay.
few more. Visions of Mana. This was a game that I was gifted
Yep.
by TS Villa. Shout out TS Villa. Check him out on
Ah,
Twitch. Visions of Mana, this game's place in my heart was cut short because uh I forget what it was. Was it Hades 2? Something TS Villa gave this to me, and then another game that I was really, really excited about came out like 2 weeks after I'd gotten it. So it did not get like a fair shot. But this one is really cool. I think Corporal you would enjoy this a lot.
Okay.
It is sort of it's an action RPG. Um and it's like it's very story driven. It's a story driven action RPG, and but it's very like casual. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not sweaty. There's not a crazy complicated like magic system you need to learn. It's very smooth.
Okay.
Um but it has like a lot of charm. It's a beautiful world. The characters are kind of interesting. So I need to circle back to this one for sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Um, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I
I
didn't even
am
know that
a
that came out.
huge Assassin's, and I have purchased, owned every Assassin's ever came out since, except for this one.
Oh,
I
you didn't get this
I
one.
did purchase, but I had the opportunity to play it the other, so I want to make sure to talk about it.
Oh, you okay? Okay, talk about it.
So,
Preach.
Assassin's Creed Shadows takes place during Samurai era, which is a feudal Japan time period. Probably one of the best time periods to to see some cats. It's
Yes.
probably one of the best time periods to have an assassin style game. Actually, a time period for quite a while. So, I I was able to just jump in, play around. The combat felt fluid. The time period and the vision phenomenal. Um, Story felt engaging. Map wasn't as crowded as some past games were. Had a very lived in feel. And I felt the overall value of the game was pretty good. So it's probably a game I'll get, but maybe once I'm a little bit more settled. I also never completed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like ancient Roman time period. And
Yeah.
if you know, I am very much a fan of epic universe musical. So like I kind of
Now, the last couple Assassin's Creed games that have come out have not been reviewed very favorably. A
yeah,
lot of people are saying they're Ubisoftified, where
yeah.
it's just like there's UI and there's microtransactions and there's like I don't know. Do you feel like this was less
So
of that? Because I did hear that this was like that feedback from the last couple games was taken seriously.
it was. There isn't as much microtransactions. The microtransactions that they added in previous games were, for the most part, cosmetics. You can get different weapons and different armor and things like that. Um, Different horses, different styled horses, different mounts, those types.
Yeah.
Um, the reason why I think the past Assassin's Creed games did much accolades is because they shifted dramatically away from their old play style to more larger sweeping. And a lot of that had to do with the original game was all revolved around the Mayan calendar and the end of the world, and it was like leading up to that moment. The real world, when that time period hit, the story kind of ended for them. and the
Well,
characters
that
that
was
they
the
had.
first 3 games, right?
Well, they kind of played with it again in the fourth and the fifth game, just slightly expanded. Um, but
Yeah, I think the
after
shift came
that,
when they did like Revolutionary War one, right?
yeah,
Then each one was like, we're gonna do Revolutionary War, then we're gonna do pirates, then we're gonna do ninjas. Like
and
it
Pirates
became
was
like,
phenomenal. Pirates was
oh yeah,
phenomenal.
Black Flag, yeah.
But I ever since then the Abstergo, like the bad guy company, Abstergo's storyline just sucked out of. There's rumors about them re-releasing Assassin's Creed Black Flag by removing all of the modern day aspects from the game, just having the historical aspects, nothing but a
Oh,
historical,
interesting.
which I think would be phenomenal. That was the parts of the
Yeah.
game I loved. I could care less about the
It
modern
could be
stuff.
like what you call it? Sea of Thieves with better combat,
Yeah, could
right?
be. I had a vision that they should have made the skeleton of Assassin's Creed, but Indiana Jones. And had they done that, you would have had every penny I've ever made.
Well, that's called um what oh my god, I'm having a total brain fart. Nathan Drake.
Oh, Far Cry.
No, not Far Cry.
Not Far Cry. Okay.
Well, I'm totally having a brain fart because it's not a series that I played. Uncharted.
Naughty Dog.
Uncharted
That's what it
is
is. Uncharted. Yes.
Uncharted is your
And funny enough, I've never played Uncharted.
don't because you're never gonna play anything else. Uncharted is so up your alley.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Maybe I should play Uncharted then.
No, don't. Please, no. We'll
Uncharted.
never play Monster Hunter again, please. We
Oh,
need a
that's why I
medic.
never played Uncharted, because it first initially was released on PlayStation.
Yeah, it is. No, it is a PlayStation.
And while I have owned every PlayStation console that's ever been created, I it's not something I sink my money into. My ecosystem is all Microsoft.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right, let's move on to the last game on our list.
Battlefield 6.
Battlefield
Battlefield 6.
6. I have to ask, you know, I had some quick
Oh,
conversations earlier today.
sure.
Has this game lived up to its hype?
I well, here's the thing. I was never really on that hype train.
Okay.
This had a lot of visibility and a lot of hype behind it, and I, for the most part, ignored it. I don't care. I don't care about first person shooters, and I care even less about military first person shooters like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
However, I do have fond memories of playing Battlefield 2 way back when.
Yeah.
Um, and a couple different people were like, hey, you need to try this. There's going to be an open beta. And I was like, okay, if there's an open beta, I'll try it. Like, I did that for Call of Duty, hated it, but I thought, what the hell? I might like this a little more. And then I was immediately sold the first weekend. We all got on. It was the most fun multiplayer shooter game that I've played since Overwatch when Overwatch first came out. It was a blast. And so to me, I think it's lived up to the hype. I think they need to fix some stuff.
Okay.
They need to fix hit registration like yesterday. Um and then I mean the UI is not perfect, but the gunplay and the mechanics of it are there. It's frustrating with the hit registration because the hit registration is part of the mechanics. But besides that, the mechanics feel great. And I'm not a first person shooter player. I have years and years of Rust. I haven't played a shooter in many years. Um, but Battlefield 6 is very fun. Also, if they brought back the visibility on enemies from the open betas to the live game now, it would be much better, I think. It's way
Okay.
too hard to spot people.
Okay. I love Battlefield. I was a Battlefield Battlefield 2 Bad Company guy. Um, I think Battlefield 6 brought back the spirit of Battlefield. I think that
Yes.
Battlefield very much uh, X a lot of those things that loved with Battlefield 1. Um, I think that there is some tweaks they need to make. I played the campaign just recently, and I have to say that the Battlefield camp has all of the elements everyone wants it to have while being just enough to show you that they really didn't give it as much attention as they did multiplayer. I
I have to
watched a
say that
guy.
I forgot there was a single player mode until you just brought it up.
Yeah,
I have not played
I
1
watched a
second of it.
character run with a rifle in his other hand at the front of the barrel, and while he's running, this hand is doing this, and the barrel is staying still, going through his hand as he's running. It's the funniest thing.
Maybe I will play the campaign, actually. That sounds like it might be fun.
So,
I might be able to get down with that.
uh, but you don't see those types of things in the multiplayer. So clearly, they paid more attention.
No, because you don't
Multiplayer.
live long enough in the multiplayer to notice any kind of detail about anything
Need to get
except how
good.
you sniped a guy and then you got safely behind a corner and then died from that person, which you killed last week.
You just need to
There it
get
is on
good.
my calendar. Guy last week, last Thursday. He got me.
All right. Move on to our next overall topic of this episode to round out the end.
Yes.
What is your, and we've got a list here. So, what is your out of the blue?
I would have to say either Ball Pit or Battlefield 6 because neither of these were on my radar until a beta or a demo came out and I played and then I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Okay. I'll have to say that No Man's Sky, the Voyager update, was probably the biggest out of the blue for me
Yeah.
because I was not anticipating this to suck me.
I would say that, but it's not as an out of the blue thing for me because I have played I like No Man's Sky. I've played it and
Yeah,
gotten like really good into it in the past for past expeditions. But no, I can see why you would say that because this was the one time where
I went. Yeah.
you really dug in, yeah. Okay, what was your most disappointing?
Pokemon
I'm
CG Pocket.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had a high bar.
I wanted so much more.
Oh, that hurt. That actually makes me sad to hear you say that.
Yeah.
That I did not know you were looking forward to that game that much.
I when it was first announced, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna connect our friend group. This is gonna be what replaces uh, Marvel Snap. There's gonna be a community around this. Like, we're gonna really get into it. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be the game that I'm sitting on the toilet for like hours just playing. Like, but no,
I mean, all that would take for that to happen is for you to download it and then tell me and Shadow Bandit.
not
And we're there. And now there's 3 of us. And then Nick Yeti's not far behind.
not not worth it.
Not worth it?
What is your favorites
Wait,
to play? Oh, I'm
my
sorry.
most disappointing
Go ahead.
uh was for sure Hyper Light Breaker.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It was my one of my most anticipated games and they belly flopped so hard I
So
didn't even get
hard.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you know what? It exists in my mind as that game I was excited for and then I never played it, so my impression wasn't ruined.
That's true. So, what
Never
is
meet your
your
heroes,
favorite
kids.
game to play with kids?
from these, huh? I mean, from everything that we've talked about, I'll give you two.
Okay.
Mario Kart World,
Easy.
but that's a layup,
Yeah.
right? I feel like that's a non-answer because it's Mario Kart. But yeah, Mario Kart World for sure. But as of recently, Absolum. Oh my goodness, Absolum. My son is unnaturally good at this game, and I don't know why. He's literally never touched a beat 'em up ever. And our first run, we get to the first boss, I get killed. He beats the boss and revives me. Has never played a beat 'em up before. I was like, "Have you been playing this at night when I go to sleep or something?" Like, it was crazy. It's very fun. I feel like you and Little Red would eat this game up because
Really?
it's got the same fantasy tropes as a D&D campaign. It's a
Okay.
D&D campaign. Bait him, say, "You wanna play this D&D beat 'em up?" It doesn't say D&D, but there's a dwarf, there's a dark elf with vengeance on her mind, there's a frog mage. It's fantastic. What was your favorite one to play with kids?
Uh, Split Fiction. It was Split
Split
Fiction all day.
Fiction.
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah? Okay.
Just because I got to play it multiple times, different ways. I just thought it was
Huh. What would you say the age range is that's appropriate for Split Fiction?
so. I have a because like Sushi Cat, for example. Sushi Cat has been watching me play Fortnite. Wanted to try Fortnite, but she hasn't mastered the dual stick movement and vision.
Ah,
And if you can't
yeah.
master the dual stick, that can be a problem. And
In Split Fiction.
yes, this
Interesting.
it's not. It's more of an older first person, but because
Okay.
this game and this company chooses to touch on so many different genres. Sometimes it does do first person. Sometimes it does two side scroll. So you have to like be able to
Okay.
switch your game style.
Yeah. Oh man. That's so funny. That's something that like I feel like we take for granted because I don't remember a time where I wasn't accustomed to a dual
Yeah,
thumbstick thing because that's what we grew up with. That was PlayStation 1,
yeah.
PlayStation 2,
And Xbox.
uh Xbox.
I mean,
Um
N64 had one stick, but
yeah, that was nobody liked that ever. It was always awkward. It's still awkward. But GameCube,
yep,
GameCube, uh yeah, it's just so funny because it's like now it's like, yeah, I can do touchpad stuff really well, dad, but I don't know how to use two thumbs at
two
the same
thumbsticks.
time. That's madness.
Yeah, so
How could you do it?
if your child is good with the coordination of two thumbsticks, then you'll be fine. But because like a lot of these things also do flying, because flying a dragon or flying a spaceship.
Oh.
So like aviation, a lot of times people like up, down, but forward is up or is forward down for you,
Oh,
right? Do
yeah.
you,
The yaw,
yeah, do
right?
you invert or so that
Oh,
like,
yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I'm the wrong person to talk to about that because if I expect my controls to be inverted and they're not, I'm in the ground.
yeah,
Like, I've
yeah.
no
So
shot until I change it.
you'll have to figure that out when you get on the back of your dragon and suddenly you fall. So,
Okay. Okay. Last but not least, what is your game of the year?
well, we know it's not Expedition 33, and those 18 people who are
Who
still
hurt
watching.
what French person hurt you to make you so vicious about Expedition 33?
I'm gonna go back and cut my rant. of this podcast about Expedition 33 and just release it separately.
Did you have a bad experience with a baguette? Or like what?
I genuinely think that um what was the game talking about?
You're gonna have to
Silk
be
Song.
so much more
I
specific.
I I think Silk Song has a better chance at taking game of the year. Not my game of the year. Me personally, if I were to choose a game of the year
That's what I
from
want to know your game of the year.
my
I know,
game of the year,
but that's super interesting that you think Silk Song.
has a
I mean,
better
I don't disagree. I think it has a chance. I think Expedition 33.
uh, okay.
Expedition 33.
Um, me
Silk Song's
personally,
got a shot.
a game that I think I'll continue to come back to and play for a long time. That is one of the reasons why I give a rating when we do this. Is got to be either Battlefield 6 or Sky.
Ooh. Your game of the year is potentially a free update?
It,
A DLC
the
of
deals.
the year?
There have been a couple DLCs that have came out that have reshaped. Uh,
Yeah,
so
I agree
Mr.
with
X
that.
Nightmare is the next DLC
Prime
that's
example.
right behind it.
Okay, I
So,
could see that. I could see that. I
what's
mean,
your game of the year?
Sunbreak was. I mean, Monster Hunter expansions are not
I mean, yeah, you are a
comparable,
Monster
but
Hunter fiend.
I mean, yeah. So you already know Monster Hunter Wilds is easily my game of the year.
Yep.
Like it was always gonna be my game of the year. It was my game of the year last year in the future. Like there's no contest. I will say though, I think my number 2 under Monster Hunter is either Absolem or Hades 2. So good.
Absolem. Okay.
Absolem or Hades 2.
So, uh, Renegator, in chat is saying that he Expedition 3 that's coming from doesn't like turn. Uh, so I I
Okay.
hear you. I hear you, and it has of uh a lot of Expedition. I like it's got the fan base of can't give it mine.
No, but as long as you admit that it potentially could get it and that outside of your personal tastes, it deserves it.
Did
That's just
Corporal see the new surprise? I did. I did see.
$400.
Yeah,
Get it. Get it
I
and
am a
stream you assembling it.
I am a huge Star Trek fan, so I might do. I
Get it
might.
and stream it. Oh my
I
gosh.
will flip
I
my
would
kitchen
watch
table.
every minute.
I will flip my kitchen table upside down to the felt carpet side, so my D side. Lay out all of the pieces, set the camera up, and just do like 4 times speed time lapse, and just like putting that together.
No,
I think
just
that'd be
stream it. Just like put on lo-fi music and stream you assembling it every Sunday morning. Let's build the Enterprise with Corporal.
that.
I would tune in. I would watch coffee. I would drink coffee and watch that.
Okay.
That's my new Sunday plan.
I mean I might do that.
When is the game cut off for game of the year? So the way we do game of the year is we do it like so our anniversary for when we started the Nintendads is October 24th. So anything from after October 24th, that's when our new year is because we always do our year in review and talk about games that came out since we did our last year in review. It's like a reverse Chinese New Year.
Yeah, but uh, if I'm not mistaken, the general rule that I didn't consider Battlefield I talked about it.
But you said so Battlefield 6 is potentially your game of the year.
My game is
Personally, yes.
personal.
Uh-huh. We need to play more.
Yeah,
You sneak your times that we don't have the same windows that we
yeah.
play.
I've been sneaking a lot of time in recently, but
You need to tell me. We need to align
you
our windows.
I'm gonna like just hook you up with my Life 360 account. If you see my personal vehicle at home, then I'm probably attached to the console.
Okay. Um yeah, so for me it's easily Wilds and then either Absol or Hades 2
So
cuz
here,
those I enjoyed them so much and I think I'm going to keep playing them like
okay,
even after I've cleared them just because they're so good.
here at the Nintendads, we do a thing at the end of our episode called a side quest. Question. Side quest is a question. Question. Side quest. Get it? A side quest a day. Side quest I have for you. What upcoming game, what future game that's released are you
Hmm.
A most excited about, and B you think will be the most impactful to the gaming industry or game?
Um I'm looking at your list. I'm assuming this one you meant Cosmic Invasion.
There is also a 1964 Marvel game out. 1940.
Oh.
But yes, Cosmic Invasion is also on that list.
I mean, Cosmic Invasion is the one that's coming out this calendar year, so it's the next game that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
However,
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
oh, not on my radar at all.
Okay.
I didn't. That's why I was like, "What Marvel game is this?" Um. Ooh, I forgot about Pokopia. I
Photopia.
hate the name. Pokopia. Pokopia. There's not. It feels like it should be Poketopia, but there's no T.
Yeah.
Pokopia. Pokemon Animal Crossing. Um, because I'm gonna play that so much with my son.
Okay.
That's why I'm looking forward to that. But, but, I think, I mean, it's not announced, so it's not coming out. It's not coming out next year. The expansion for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh, that's what you're most excited about.
I mean, that's what I would be excited about if it was coming out next year, and it could, but it's not. It's not going to.
Okay.
But I would say Forza Horizon 6.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Forza Horizon 6. What was the other game that we were talking about that's coming out next year?
Well, so I added things that I thought were of note. So Fable, the new Fable game is coming out, which
Sure.
I am so excited. The Marvel Rise of Hydra and Cosmic Invasion is coming out. Pokemon Pokopia, GTA 6 is potentially going to make it to next year. We'll see. Maybe
They said November something.
they'll get moved again. Mario Tennis, Half Life or High on Life 2, which the first one was actually pretty fun. Monster Hunter 3 Stories,
Oh,
Forza
Resident
Horizon
Evil Requiem.
6.
That should be on your list.
It is on my list.
My goodness.
Resident Evil Requiem, I think, is probably the besides Fable, uh, and GTA 6. I think if I had to give a top three that I'm most excited for, it's got to be Fable, GTA 6, and Marvel Requiem. Uh,
So, Forza Horizon 6 is not on your list of top 3?
it's not on my list of top three because I'm more excited about
Madness.
6.
Madness.
What
See,
I will,
GTA 6, I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm not getting it.
what I will say though is if they come out with a Zelda game, then
Of
that will
course.
change everything. Because the anniversary is coming.
Oh, when 2026?
The anniversary for the Zelda series is coming.
30?
Yeah.
In next
I
year,
think it's
2026.
February or March.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, they have to do something. They have to.
Yeah, February 21st of 2026 will be the 40th anniversary.
40th?
40th anniversary for Legend of Zelda. So
Old.
I
Old.
am looking forward to a
Old.
complete remake of Ocarina of Time or Skyward Sword. And if they
Yes.
announce one of those, then that's my.
Hold on 1 second. You keep talking about that. I will be right back.
I mean, there's nothing more to say. I genuinely, if they release and I'm hoping for it because they've got the movie deal that's coming out. They've got a bunch of other like smaller things that are being announced, and they have a calendar put together of all the micro releases that they're leading up to the anniversary. But there seems to be missing the final punch. So I don't think the movie is the final punch. I think they're going to release the anniversary of Ocarina of Time, which is 25th anniversary. I think that's going to be of them announcing Time 8. And they give me an Ocarina of Time 8 take, that will be my focus.
Yes. I agree. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about Ocarina of Time being way overdue for a remake. It's the game to remake. But maybe they were just saving it.
Halo Combat Evolved remake, I am so excited about. Don't get me wrong.
On PlayStation?
I
On
am
play you're gonna get it on a PS5?
I will rebuy that game on every console. I love Halo. I'm a huge Halo. But
Here's okay, go ahead.
but I am more excited about Fable and about Resident Evil Requiem than I am about Halo because I've already played Halo. What I will say though,
Fair.
uh, uh, Renegar,
But
give me a
wait,
Zelda game that runs like Final Fantasy style. Yeah, Legend of Zelda on Unreal Engine 5, definitely.
but for Halo, a remaster of Halo means modern Halo 1 multiplayer servers.
I think that a part of the release, they have said that they are not doing multiplayer right away. They're
No.
doing couch co-op and online co-op, but I don't think they're doing multiplayer right away.
No.
I could
You're
be wrong.
joking.
I could be wrong.
You are joking.
No.
There's no way. There is no way I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking on the stream, but there's no way.
I think so.
How? While you look that up, I will say if the leaks are to be believed, we are gonna get a mainline Pokemon Generation 10 in 2026.
Ooh, it better be good. Halo Combat Evolved remake set for the 2026 release will not have multiplayer at the release of the game. Will not.
What?
So, here's a vision that I have. They did the Master Chief Collection, and when they released the Master Chief Collection, it was all of the past games put together into one platform, and then they released all of the multiplayer for those games in that suite. I think that we're going to get a new version of the suite. I think we're going to get a new version of the Master Chief Collection suite that will have all of the new stuff in it. Because they are also with the Halo Combat Evolved, they're
Maybe.
also releasing 3 new maps. And those 3 new maps are all brand new voiced, and characters are being re-rendered. So I think that we're going to get new multiplayer. I think they're going to do it separately.
What happened to Halo Infinite being the platform for all future Halo releases?
Yeah, they shot that in the
What was that about? That wasn't a thing.
I'm so excited
Um,
for my PlayStation finally.
I mean, anybody who's wanted to play Halo, because you could get it on PC too.
Yeah,
I feel like anybody who's wanted to play Halo has played Halo at this point in their life.
maybe, but it's also available for a new generation of so
That's true. That's true. Um,
yeah, Halo Infinite crashed and burned hardcore.
my side question for you, and then we'll wrap it up because
Okay.
this is a long episode. What game did you put the most hours into this year?
Hours. Hours.
Time, duration. You got to put in the hours.
You actually want numerical.
I mean, but keep in mind well, I guess no, I was going to say there could be something on Steam that's not but there's nothing you would play on Steam that would be higher than what you play on your Xbox
Um,
because of where it is in your house.
that
Maybe?
actually may not be true. Hold on. Let me pull up Steam while I'm also pulling up my app because I
Mine is easily Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm not willing to publicly admit what that number is.
yeah, your Monster Hunter Wilds number ungodly.
I'm
Um,
curious. What do you think it is?
either Hogwarts Legacy, Minecraft,
Oh, what?
either Hogwarts Legacy, Minecraft, or Give Thieves.
Wh- I mean, Minecraft, yes, but Hogwarts Legacy? When did that come out? That
It
didn't come out this year.
Yeah, but see, it was released on PlayStation first, and I played the hell out of it on PlayStation. Well, correction, I'm sorry, Lady Sage played the hell out of it on PlayStation. I couch watched her play it. And then when it came out on Xbox, I got it for Xbox. Then I played it on Xbox. Because I had found all of the secrets by watching her
Mm.
do it, I wanted to do my own run. So I did all of these things.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
So
Okay.
it probably got an insane amount of time. Um, I'm trying to see how do I pull up my game hours on Steam? I have to click on each one.
Yeah, I
Sort by
guess.
recent activity.
I don't know how to do it on Steam, actually. I've never done it.
Filter. I played genre hardware. There's not
Yeah, you have to
sorting.
manually check.
I'd have to make. Well, I'm gonna tell you that my most played hours is probably going. If that's really the case, it's probably going to be
No Stardew Valley in the equation?
Stardew Valley. Would probably be a pretty damn close.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Actually, Stardew Valley's it.
no. That that British grave robber game probably
Oh, Graveyard Keeper.
Graveyard Keeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
All right.
Well, I did.
6 years.
I have
6 years indeed.
I have 2 weeks of playtime on No Man's Sky.
Really?
Yeah.
That was probably mostly from that expedition.
Yeah.
You
Um,
trying to get feed pics, Fate?
23
You trying to get some
hours
feed pics?
of Battle Zone. Um, is give
Follow age 3 years. 3 years, 6 months, 7 days, 1 hour.
Wow. Nice.
Fate with the follow age.
I've got 49 hours of playtime on Baldur's Gate 3.
Ooh. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. We did get back into that this year, but that was not a new release.
Yeah, I don't
It was
game
not.
is makes this hard.
Yeah, they don't want you comparing your favorite children. That's all. All right. Thank you everybody for 6 years of wonderfulness. We love you guys. We love the community. You're why we do it.
We
And
have an Instagram, a YouTube that we're not very active on, but I promise you,
TikTok though.
yeah,
Follow us on
TikTok,
TikTok. TikTok's where we're at.
follow us on all the things. And Presto streams a solo stream sometimes during the week, Tuesdays or
Usually
Wednesdays.
Tuesdays
And we always do a Friday stream. So
with both of
tune in
us.
and hang out with us on Friday night.
Yeah, thank you again, Twas, for the raid.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome way to celebrate 6 years. Welcome in new followers, raiders, everybody.
You want to raid out on somebody else while you have control?
Yeah, sure. Oh, actually, you. I know. I think I can.
Yeah, you're able to.
Let me pull it up. Who's on? Is the question. Nightside. Who indeed. Cloudy. Who indeed. It's really hard to do from. Huh. Let's do Nightside. He's a
Okay.
fellow Capcom creator. He runs the what you call it? The like a competitive Monster Hunter speedrunning tournament.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hold on, what's his actual channel name? There we go. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Another 6 years of the Nintendads. I will be back on Tuesday, probably streaming Monster Hunter. Very likely. I'm into it. So I will see you guys then. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Oh no, I can't